Good day, esteemed viewers. My name is Jessica Kumawuese, a 400 level law student of Benue State University and also an undergraduate intern at HARLEM Solicitors. Today, I'll be taking you on a short yet enlightening voyage on the topic Guidelines on the Technical Specification for the Deployment of Infrastructure in the Communication Sector in Nigeria 2023. At the end of this video lecture, you should be able to know that telecommunications is a critical national infrastructure, what a telecommunication mast is, types of telecommunication masts, general features involved in installation of telecommunication masts, safety devices, perimeter setbacks, and so more. The telecommunications industry is a thriving industry that owes a steady success to the available market. First, making it a critical national infrastructure, and it being a critical national infrastructure provides every need for a principal legislation. First, making the National Assembly in an attempt and a bid to ensure the effective running of the telecommunications industry enact the Nigerian Communications Act of 2003, hereinafter referred to as NCA 2003. The NCA 2003, by virtue of Section 3, establishes and empowers the Nigerian Communications Commission, hereinafter referred to as NCC. It is against the backdrop of NCC to issue guidelines, determinations, and regulations. But for the purpose of this video lecture, we shall be focusing on guidelines, specifically guidelines on the technical specification for the deployment of infrastructure in the communication sector in Nigeria 2023, hereinafter referred to as 2023 guidelines. The 2023 guidelines spells out the types and constituents of telecommunication towers and also lays emphasis on the protection of public health, safety of personnel and equipment. What then is a telecommunication tower? A telecommunication tower is a tall structure that houses antennas, microwaves, and other communication facilities to ensure a hitch-free and wireless communication. Chapter 2, paragraph 2, 3, and 4 of the 2023 guidelines enlists the different types of telecommunication towers to include monopole towers, guide towers, and self-supporting towers. Monopole towers are steel tapered towers that, when mounted together, form a single pole. Guide towers are towers that are stabilized by threaded wires, while self-supporting towers are free and are standing latticely on its own. Also, paragraph 6A to J of the 2023 guidelines also enlists general features to be adhered to in the installation of telecommunication masts and towers. And some of these features include the use of Schedule 80 pipes, bracing must be of angle steel construction, mast sections must be joined together by joint plates, and each joint plate must have a 20mm diameter hole. Joint plates must be placed upside down. Gussets must be used in straightening the weld of the tower. More so, paragraph 10A to G of the 2023 guidelines also enlists safety devices to be available during the installation of telecommunication masts and towers. Some of these devices include fall arrest system, climbing ladder, guardrails, test platforms, rest platforms, and plethora of others. When all these structures are put in place and a mast is erected, certain facilities are required to be available at a base transceiver station. And some of these facilities include rectifiers, generators, equipment shelter, petroleum tank, and so many others. The 2023 guidelines also set standards to be adhered to by stakeholders, players, and operators in the telecommunication industry in order to ensure strict compliance with the environmental standards and also best engineering practices. It is in this regard that paragraph 7 of the 2023 guidelines provides to the effect that where masts are 25 meters in height, the permissible perimeter setback should be 10 meters from the nearest leg of the tower to the nearest device property, excluding the fence. Notwithstanding the provisions of paragraph 7, paragraph 31 of the 2023 guidelines provides to the effect that where masts exceed 150 meters in height, the permissible perimeter setback should be 50 meters. Also, the 2023 guidelines also make provisions for generator setbacks, where it provides that the permissible perimeter setback of a generator in a base transceiver station to that of a nearest device property should be 6 meters, excluding the fence, and where there's no fence, it should be 8 meters. In conclusion, the 2023 guidelines place so much emphasis on the strict compliance with environmental standards and ensuring the protection of public health, safety of devices, and also of personnel. As such, stakeholders, players, and operators in the telecommunications industry must adhere to such. I hope you've been able to learn one or two in this short yet enlightening voyage. For more information, Visit our website at www.harlemsolicitors.com and also follow our social media pages on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Thank you.